Welcome back to another episode, guys. Hello. It feels like it's been a long time since I recorded the last one, even though it was just a week ago. But so much has happened in terms of my mental state, in terms of getting better and just feeling better, and just kind of all around coming back to myself. And after going through a few life things and moving and added to that on top of everything else, I feel like I'm coming back to normal, whatever normal may be. It kind of sparked a topic I wanted to talk about today on episode 35. 35, it's absolutely crazy. It keeps going up by one every week. Episode 35, and I talked to someone about this, to another content creator, about mindset and just your own mental state and where you sit and how your self-confidence and your own mental state and the mindset you have affects the results that you might see in your stream, in your growth, in your business even. And this can be taken into any specific or not specific, I should say, business venture. I first learned about mindset when I was doing some research and kind of learning about business marketing, how to close clients for your own business and all this kind of stuff. So really realizing that the whole idea of manifestation and law of attraction and your just kind of like your energy that you sit in all the time has a, I don't know how, but direct impact in the results that you might see in whatever you're hoping to grow and hoping to get better at. For instance, I have for the longest time kind of trained myself almost on a daily basis to live in this vibration, this energy of things are going to happen. I don't know how they're going to happen, but I also don't worry how they're going to happen. I don't know the process of how I'm going to grow on my stream. I don't know the process of how I'm going to increase my viewership or revenue, or how I'm going to get, the ability to pay my bills easier, or a contract will come through or something like that. I don't know how these things will happen. I just know that they will. And you really, truly have to believe that. And I think in an older podcast episode, I talked about the idea of truly believing something rather than just saying it. You could say that, oh, yeah, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. But if you don't truly sit in that vibration, in that energy, then you're kind of missing the point. So I was speaking with someone and they said, I start stream, and they said, when I start stream, I expect nothing. It's almost like expecting it to flop because they fear disappointment and they don't want to get their hopes up. So what happens is most times probably quiet, not a lot of things happening, and it's just another stream. You're just another few hours live sharing your gameplay and your content or whatever, and nothing crazy happens, and growth doesn't seem to attach itself to your stream and your content and you in general. And I quickly mentioned how if you live in the idea of, I know that, say it's the morning time, I know that tonight's stream is going to go crazy. What does that even mean? Doesn't mean anything specifically, but you live in this vibration. You visualize the feeling, the emotion, and the that sensation of things popping off. And popping off can mean a whole bunch of different things in the streaming world. So that is definitely more of a personal feeling. But if you live in that, it seems to just attract everything. I was a very non-believer in terms of law of attraction and manifestation, and this whole mindset thing, and this whole meditate to attract things, and do things in life that will attract what you're wanting and needing, but without actually trying to chase it down. It'll just happen. As a very big non-believer, I'm a skeptic when it comes to that kind of stuff. I still think I'm a little bit of a skeptic. However, I've managed to attract a lot of things in my life that just by living in the energy of it's going to happen, and when it does, this is how I'm going to feel. Why live in that feeling constantly? I try to anyways. Yes, there's some days where you're just like, I have no hope, and I'm disappointed in myself, and life gets in the way, and this and that, but you come back to it as quick as you can, because so you're always in it, right? And it's the same thing with streaming. When you look at the top streamers and the ones that are really successful, what do they have in common? Most times, some people think of it as like their shit don't stink, but what it really is just full-blown confidence and belief that whatever they're doing, it doesn't matter how they're going to get to the top, whatever they're doing is going to get them there. And they just enjoy it so much and they live in that feeling that things just come to them, right? A lot of times you look at these streams and you're like, man, they got it so easy. So many people want to support them and this and that. Why can't it be easy for me? And you can tell the difference in mindset of the person who's hoping that is, why can't it be, excuse me, why can't it be me? Why can I have that and this and that? But it's that mindset of why can't I have it, or oh, I wish I could be there, or it's so hard to get there. I don't know how I'm going to get there. That mindset literally just stops potential growth right then and right there. So I guess this whole episode is just to really talk about, put your mindset in a position where it is at the most upfront, most positive, most driven that it can be. A lot of people live their life with aspirations, dreams, goals, right? I want to buy a house, and I want to get a really good job, and I want to grow here, and I want to be successful in this and be successful in that. But people don't really know how to attract that or how to go about even chasing that down. So what I suggest is, when it comes to streaming specifically, just truly believe in your content. And if you see other people that are successful, don't copy, but imitate, use as a template, learn from them. I didn't learn how to do things just by guessing or by going on YouTube. I learned by watching, observing, and applying as best as I could, with transforming it to work for me and my personality and what I kind of wanted to do. And then as time goes on, you realize this is how I want to do my content, how my live streams should go, and what I want to put out there as terms of in terms of entertainment value and structure and just value in general for people to come watch and consume. So I think it's important to note that being happy in general is a good thing in life. I hope you're happy. If you're listening to this, I hope you're happy. And if you're not happy, you can change things. More recently, I wasn't happy. I talked about it on podcast a little bit. I've posted content about it. There's a lot of changes in my life where it was just dragging me down, and no matter what I did, I couldn't get out of it. I couldn't get out of the this sucks, disappointment, self-frustration, self-disappointment, confidence down in the bottom of the well. And it was a deep well. But as soon as you get out of it, and last podcast episode was about me getting hit by a truck. I think it took something like that to make me realize that life is very short. Life could have ended immediately right then and there for me. So what am I doing wasting my time feeling sorry for myself, feeling guilty for my mistakes, feeling regret for the decisions I didn't make or those that I did make, and fearful of the ones that I'm going to make? I think it's really important to realize that. And one of the songs I listen to, it's more of a poem song, but it indicates that I do not fear tomorrow, for today was enough. And you need to feel that, because if today was not enough, if you're just always down about something, or there's things that you can't let go of, or grudges that you hold, then you will fear tomorrow. You don't want it to continue. You don't want tomorrow to really come, because you're still going to feel the same, and things are not settled, and the structure is gone, and you're just scared of it. So you really need to make today worth it. You need to make today enough. And that comes in multiple different ways, but I think it all starts with your mindset and your brain. And more recently, I've talked to different people that are going through things, and I think everyone's going through things. If not now, they have been, or they will be soon. I think that's just life and how it goes for many of us. I had a discussion with someone that, they really indicated that, like, life is never like smooth. Life is never perfect. There's never a really good time. There's just less bad and more good, and less good and more bad sometimes. And it's all about balance and how you take things and how you react to them, and how you can come around with those things. But if your mindset is always, I don't want to use the word negative, but disheartening and full of disappointment, and the why can't it be me, and the I can't do that, and I'll never get there, and it's just so hard, and those things that are just self downing, I don't know what the word might be, but just really holding you back. They just really hold you back, and you're the person holding yourself back. There's a line of you're your own worst enemy, right? In life, in general speaking. But this is truly the fact when it comes to trying to grow as a content creator, or grow your business, or grow as a person, is most times the only person holding us back is ourselves. A lot of people blame, like, well, I have anxiety, I have depression, I have this. Well, funny enough, you control that yourself in your own brain. Now, I'm no expert in how to just get rid of that stuff. It just doesn't go away. But I know for a fact that you do control your brain. And yes, there are chemical reactions that happen. And yes, medication might be needed sometimes to help people out in finding their way and finding that aspirational, goal seeking, grinding, type of mindset. But it's there and you control it. You are able to tap into it. And I think that's what a lot of people forget, is that when I'm going through something, when I'm struggling, when I'm just feel like the world is against me, it's really up to you to get out of that. And no one can take you out of it. People can help you. Things can mask it. Even healthy things. I'm not talking about, poor coping mechanisms in terms of like drinking or drugs or whatever to mask the pain, mask the frustration. But even things like streaming, for example, can mask all those things and can be an escape. However, you cannot escape reality, which is the fact that you have to deal with your things, your issues, the obstacles. And it all starts with mindset. If you truly live in this vibration of it will happen, it will be successful, I will see results. Don't worry about the how. Don't worry about the process. You will make the right decisions based off of your own feelings if you continuously live in that feeling of success, of growth, self-growth, business growth, stream growth, whatever may be growth. If you truly believe and you truly put the hard work in and you learn to be flexible and you learn to adapt and you learn to change things to get better at what you're doing, but you just know that no matter what you do, it's going to work out, I guarantee you that it'll work out way more if you do it any other way. Don't do things with the idea of not much is going to happen with it anyways. Do it with the intent of knowing and the feeling of knowing and the vibration of knowing and the energy of knowing, the visualization of knowing that it will work out and that it will bring you success in some form of way. I guarantee you, if you try it, you'll see a difference. It all starts upstairs in the brain. Then it leaks out into your life. So if good things are happening, thank yourself. Because you made those decisions. You decided to take those feelings and emotions and thoughts and put them into proper action. And here you are. And at the end of the day, I'm hoping that everybody listening is just happy. If you're not, change things. I guarantee you, you'll love yourself more and you'll end up thanking yourself as well. We'll catch you next time, next episode, next week, episode 36. Thanks for listening. Thanks for downloading on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And thanks for watching on YouTube. Again, all episodes of the podcast are uploaded to YouTube. They do get deleted off Spotify and Apple Podcasts eventually. So if you haven't heard the initial episodes and those that have been deleted, and we are now on episode 35, feel free to go to YouTube, subscribe to the channel. We upload weekly for the podcast. Cheers.